Mr. Peoples has not yet been referred to the forensic center.
Is he just going to remain in custody? Let the family do what they need to do. That's what you said.
I'm not disagreeing with that part.
Stop talking. Childers, McDuffie, Mr. Brown, Miss Yagi, my chamber.
Things flip from tense to downright explosive in a matter of seconds. I've honestly never seen Judge Simpson react like this before, just getting up from the bench and calling not only the prosecutor, but the defense attorney and even the chief deputy public defender back into chambers. It feels less like a routine hearing and more like he's summoning every major player because something has seriously gone off the rails. The defendant is obviously dealing with real mental health struggles, and his family seems to be doing everything they can to support him, checking every box they're supposed to. And yet, somehow, the system still fumbles it. You can almost watch Judge Simpson's patience wear thin right there in real time. When the state drops the ball, it's not just some paperwork mistake or misform. It's someone's life hanging in the balance. So I gotta ask you guys, do you like the way Judge Simpson handled this? Or do you think he pushed it too far? Drop your thoughts in the comments while we get into it. Let's dive in.
State your name, Sam.
Samuel Peoples.
Your Honor, in file 1326, Mr. Peoples has not yet been referred to the forensic center. I've prepared an order, and we are asking the court to order a forensic examination. In that case,
All right, I will order a forensic examination without objection. On that case, what is my next date? Let me see now. Because has he already started the process?
I don't believe he's been interviewed, Your Honor. The competency hearings on those matters are October 30th.
It's just like next week.
That was last week. All right. So set of competence here, October 2025, 9 a.m. All right. What are we doing on the other case?
Your Honor, in the bond violation matter, we'd ask to continue our plea of mute at this time. That bond violation arose from the charges he is now facing in the felony case 1326.
Well, it also arose with Ted.
Which is charged as a felony, Your Honor.
Sergeant.
Ms. McDuffie apprised the court that there is a tether tamper, which gave rise to the bond violation. He has been charged with a felony for tether tampering, so I think at this time
He has been?
He has, yes, Your Honor.
That's the new one.
There is an error on the complaint. We are having that amended. It should be a general tamper versus the category that's specific.
Yeah, this is wrong. Okay. All right.
So we would just ask to continue our plea of mute and continue these cases to the competency hearing on.
So is he just going to remain in custody?
Your Honor, he's working with a social worker. We are asking, or between now and October 30th, we are hoping to file a written motion. I think something substantive that gives the court a better idea.
What's the objection in releasing? I mean, the thing is that as I understand the cut on the tether, he cut the tether, but he didn't go anywhere. Or I'm saying, yeah, worse, he cut the tether. I'm not. But he didn't go anywhere. He was right there when they went to go get him.
That's my understanding as well, Your Honor. If the court would consider it, then I'd ask that he be released back to home confinement.
I had a lot of anxiety.
Response?
Your Honor, obviously we had an extended conversation about this at bench at the last hearing. I don't have any objection to him remaining on the conditions that he was on prior to this incident. I'm concerned that given that we have this incident, I don't know how sufficient that's going to be, but I'm fine with him returning to home confinement for previous terms.
Mr. Peoples, if I let you go back home, you're going to cooperate and do the right thing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, that means you can't tamper with the tether.
I understand now.
You understand that?
Yes.
Or you understood it before you just did it?
I had a moment of anxiety that led to a freak out. Yes. And I felt like I needed to get it off me because it was claustrophobic. And
Got it.
yes.
I hear you. Okay. All right. He's going to be part of the issue. I don't know if there are funds available to try to deal with the payment for that strap. Do you know family-wise whether that's available?
I'm not there.
Your Honor, we have been in contact with his family. It's certainly something I can ask them.
Pardon?
It's certainly something I can ask his family. They are here today.
They are here.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Samuel,
Yes, Your Honor.
I give you another shot. You got to try to do the right thing.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. I'm going to do it. I think you can do it.
Me too.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So what's going to happen is somebody's got to pay money for the strap that got damaged on your tether.
Understand.
I'm going to reinstate your previous bond where you were previously at home, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then they'll have to do that because you don't have a tether on now, right?
That's correct.
Okay, so they'll have to fit you with a new one prior to your release.
I really respect that Judge Simpson is actually treating mental health like it matters, because most courtrooms act like it's an afterthought instead of the core issue. This guy cut off his tether because he's claustrophobic, but the thing is, he didn't even try to leave the house, which tells me this wasn't some escape attempt. It feels more like a straight-up panic response than defiance. You can tell the judge sees that difference too. He knows when someone is dangerous and when someone is just overwhelmed and trying to cope. Technically, cutting off an ankle monitor counts as tampering with a court order, and that can land you up to a year in jail. But Judge Simpson doesn't immediately jump to punishment. He slows down and tries to understand the reason behind it. That's rare. Most judges would have slapped a violation on him without even hearing him out. Watching this feels like seeing someone balance on a tightrope between compassion and authority. And honestly, that's what good judging looks like. Knowing when to enforce structure and when to offer support. I don't think this guy had any bad intentions at all. Maybe I'm wrong, but it really just seems like he hit a breaking point. Sometimes what gets labeled as non-compliance is really just untreated anxiety spiraling out of control. And what's frustrating is that the state seems more focused on checking boxes and following procedure than actually helping this guy get stable. Let me know what you all think about this case so far.
All right. Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. Don't let me down. You hear me?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Your Honor, may I add one thing? After
Sure.
consulting with Mr. Peoples' family, they are asking the court if Mr. Peoples has any kind of crisis or something like that, if he can be transported to Trinity Ann Arbor without necessarily violating a confinement order. I know it's tricky to do, but they can alternatively contact me and I can talk to the tether agent if that arises.
Response.
We addressed this, I think, at the last hearing. If Mr. Peoples needed to get seek help at a hospital, that wasn't going to be an issue regardless. He would just they would simply need to notify community corrections of what happened and where they are. And if there were any sorts of deviances from the home confinement zone, I think that was the plan, which was to immediately notify community corrections office so that the court would be apprised of what was happening. But the tether conditions, I believe, ought to remain the same.
Actually, what happened last time was the public defender came up on Mr. Peoples' behalf with a communication from CMH and a request, I believe, from his family that they're aware of certain triggering events for Mr. Peoples. That on those triggering events arising, what they were looking for was some leeway from the court to allow them to take what action, not necessarily, I mean, if they had to go to Trinity, that's fine. That's a medical thing at that point. But from what I understood and what was explained to the court, sometimes it may just be a walk just to kind of bring him back and to do whatever. I mean, I'm not using medical terms, but yeah, I think you get what I meant. My understanding is, as we were looking at that, is the people were absolutely not in agreement with that.
That's not correct, Your Honor. The request.
Well, that's what you said.
The request for a
That's what you said at the bench. If you're telling me I'm wrong, then you better be clear, Jade, right now.
I will be clear right now, Your Honor, what I said was no to the request for a tracking tether, not for home confinement. That's what I disagreed with.
When he asked whether or not they could leave, you objected vehemently, which is why I came to the decision that what I was going to do was I was told and I made it very clear, we'll bring him in here. Because what I told him very clearly is, fine, you can ask for permission, but maybe we're just in a situation to ask for forgiveness. Let the family do what they need to do. That's what you said. That was your objection.
I'm not disagreeing with that part. The request for a tracking tether change.
Stop talking. You huff one more time and we're gonna have a problem. Childers, McDuffie, Mr. Brown, Miss Yagi, my chamber.
Your Honor, I'm very familiar with Mr. Peoples' case if the court wants to proceed.
All right. Ms. Douglas is now here on behalf of the people on this one. So I think we can finish this up. Here's what I'm doing. His new case had a $100,000 bond. I'm going to make his bond in his new case match the bond with the conditions in his other case, so that he can be released, because otherwise he would be held on that. He'll be refitted with a tether on, he'll be refitted with a GPS home confinement tether prior to release. My understanding is the family can pay the $175 to community corrections, so they'll get that paid, and all prior conditions are reinstated. And then we need a new date, so when do we?
Your Honor, my request.
Well, I got the confident, it's actually gonna be October 30th.
Okay.
It's gonna be our day, so, all right.
Thank you, Your Honor. May I provide the court with the order to undergo forensic?
There hasn't been enough on this case yet, Mr.
I'm
Now
not.
go ahead.
May I approach?
Yes.
Thank you.
What is this? No, that's the order on the other case. I'm sorry. Not a problem.
Might be tomorrow, but as soon as they put the tether on you.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay. Anything else on this matter?
Nothing from the defense, Your Honor.
All right. And Samuel, you told me you're gonna do it, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Okay. Thank you.
The bigger issue, at least to me, is the prosecutor not wanting to seriously address his mental health. It almost feels like they'd rather throw him in a cell and call it justice than deal with the real problem underneath. It's like slapping duct tape over a bullet wound and pretending everything's fine. Locking this guy up without treating what's actually going on in his head pretty much guarantees he'll end up right back in the same courtroom later. Maybe even worse than before. If you handle the root cause first, a lot of the other issues tend to fall into place. But that kind of common sense thinking doesn't always make it into policy. I feel like this is a rare miss from McDuffie because she's usually sharp and on top of things. And honestly, I've never seen Judge Simpson this upset. It's not loud or dramatic. It's that quiet, controlled anger that tells you something is seriously wrong. In a way, that's even scarier than someone yelling. What does it say about the system when the judge is the only person in the room actually pushing to do the right thing? This one's definitely controversial. Let me know what you thought down in the comments. And as always, thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow. Take care, everyone.